Chapter 29X, Battle Preparations. We've received word from Captain Fargus. If we come to Baden, he'll give us passage to the Dread Isle. Well then, let's get going. It would be best if we outfitted ourselves before setting out. We will need many supplies for a campaign on Valor. And the castle town here is better stocked than Baden, I'm sure. We can empty the coffers here and sell the treasures if need be. Harumph. Within limits, of course. Say 30,000 gold? That seems a reasonable amount. Come on, I'll lead the way. Ostia's castle town is as impressive as ever. Shops and items of all types imaginable. For generations, our ancestors dedicated themselves to a sort of frugal militarism. Nobles and commoners alike shunned extravagance. Corrupt neither the body nor the mind, they cried. Since the time of Roland, this has been the dominant ideology of Ostia. I heard that when Lord Uther first participated in the Lycian Council as Marquis Ostia, he gave a scathing indictment of the peer system. Now I understand. His philosophy had its roots in the history of Ostia itself. That's right. Yet his thinking, it threatens the lifestyles of many of our aristocrats. So some groups view my brother with enmity. I must grow wiser so that I can sit at my brother's side and aid him. Of course, my fighting skills are not yet what they should be. But this isn't the place for that kind of talk. We've got to get going. Come on. Yes, I will go with you. Lindis, let's go. Welcome to chapter 29X. A bit of an outlier in the various chapters of this game in that this is not really a combat map as much as it is, as the title will suggest, a chapter for preparing for battle. As you can see here, there are no enemies on this map. This is all we've got here. What instead we have are a bunch of shops. These shops are gonna have, so yeah, we're coming up on the final big chapters of the game, and before all that, the game gives us a very nice opportunity to stock up on all the items, the weapons that we might need to finish this game out. So we've got shops here. We've got one with all of the different bows that you would want, the normal ones that you see. So your standard iron, steel, silver, and then you also get some of the special ones like the killer bow, long bow, and the short bow. And you'll see the same kind of gist for all of these shops. Like over here, we've got swords. So all these different types of swords. We've got one, like the killing swords, and then the killing edge, and the weapon triangle reversal one here. Over here, we've got lances, so the same thing for lances. Lances get the additional point of the javelin, right, for that 1-2 range option. Same goes for the axes over here. Right, they've got the hand axe over here for that 1-2 range option. And then you also have vendors over here for any of the supportive items that you might need. Vulneraries, elixirs, pure water store keys, all the healing staves. And then all you have over here, you have all of your magic. So the standard anima magic tomes, all the levels of the light tomes, as well as your standard, bog standard flux for the dark magic. Although that's really all you need for your dark mage. So yeah, that's really about it. Other than that, there's one village to visit over here that's not particularly important, as well as an arena. So if there's any last minute sort of EXP grinding you might want to do, this is an option as well, although you won't get an infinite number of turns to just grind this out like previous arenas. So that's something to decide on how exactly you might want to utilize this. So yeah, there's not really too much else to say. This is just a map where you spend all your gold, finish all your preparations, and then get ready to finish off the chapter. Or the game, I should say. You do get a limited number of deployment slots here to go run around and go shopping. And so if you want a specific to grind out a specific unit here in the arena, then you gotta add them to the deployment there so that you can do that. But other than that, like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Just make sure you have the units to get to the shops in time, right? So not really. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say about that. There's, preparations I think aren't like the specific preparations in terms of battle details aren't particularly important, but there is a lot of thinking to do, a lot of inventory management to run through. That's going to be honestly pretty boring to sit through and watch. So I'm going to once again, in a little bit of a different vein this time, do some thinking about what all my preparations are going to be, and then I'll be back after I've kind of formulated a bit of a plan so I can go through that with you. Yeah, not going to be too much to talk about for this chapter overall. So you'll see that this video is probably going to be a fair bit shorter than previous ones, but that's just because of the nature of the chapter. So yeah, enough dilly-dallying. I'll go ahead and think about how I'm going to manage my inventory here, and then I'll go through the whole the shopping with you later. So yeah. All right, I think I have my plan ready for this chapter. So first to go through there's not too much to say about the deployment slots we have here. Really, you can just bring anyone to do the shopping. The only thing that I would like to bring up is I'm bringing Hark in here specifically to try and use him in the arena. Not necessarily for the experience per se, but actually mainly for his sword rank. He's only at B rank swords here, which means he can't even use silver swords, which is kind of unfortunate. I might not be able to get him all the way to S rank so that he can use some of the later, like the S rank weapons that we'll get later on. But if I can at least get him to A, that would be nice so that he can have access to the silver weapons there. Other than that, I did a lot of inventory management just to kind of take a look at all of the different kind of weapons that I need to get. So I think I have Hector as a slot, so I'll just take a look here. This is all the stuff that we've got so far. Basically, I'm probably going to be overstocking up just a little bit here, but I want some things like extra silver swords, extra killing edges. Not so much on like the weapon triangle reversal weapons. I don't think those are particularly important to get, but you can see our lance inventory is like almost completely empty here. I would like more, so here I'd like more silver lances, killer lances, and javelins, right? Here we need more silver axes, killer lances, and hand axes. And then for bows, we have a decent number already. I think I might get 1 or 2 bows, but it's not that big of a deal. This is not all we have. There's a couple of bows on some of my other units, and I'll show you that in a second. I've got plenty of staves. Could use a couple more healing staves, really, but you can't. And I think restore staves would be really nice as well for the full heals. Magic, I've mostly covered on magic, but there are a couple things I'd like to buy here as well. Light magic I don't particularly care that much about. Lucius is the only one who's using that, and he's got plenty of weapons as well. Same thing for the dark magic here as well. And then the body ring is just kind of be stored here. I'm actually not going to be using this on anyone right now. I have a specific use for this in mind that will show up later, so I'm saving it for now. Yeah, actually, you might be wondering, oh, where did all my items go? I'm actually using all of my units down here as extra storage space to hold a bunch of the items. So there's actually units down here that I'm not going to be using that have a bunch of items that we can use. Like Luis has like a bunch of our bows. Nino is holding onto a bunch of our a couple extra weapons here and there. There's actually also a bunch of stuff that I want to sell. That's what is all these these weapons down here. These ones with just that have been used like around halfway-ish, or have low uses, or just weapons that we maybe don't need, I'm gonna go ahead and sell. So we're gonna be doing a good chunk of selling here. I'll just kind of go through that as I'm talking here. Yeah, so there's definitely gonna be a lot of stuff I want to buy here. Not even just the ones I mentioned earlier, but a lot of the other weapons that we might want to use as well. Here we can sell the white gem from last chapter to get a decent chunk of money there. Yeah, a lot of these are like, they do still have quite a few uses, but at this point in the game, what I would like to do is actually just to refresh their uses by buying new ones, since we do have the funds to do that. We'll sell the 5 short spears, so we just don't really need that. Rebecca here has some stuff we don't need as well, some just low usage items. Yeah, so there's definitely some other items here that I'll definitely hold on to, especially some of the weaker items. Ideally, right, I give all my units here the strongest items that they can get. However, I think that's the last bit of things I wanted to sell. Everything else here is just going to be stuff that we're holding on to. Stuff that's, you know, like just high enough usage, although there's not, I don't have a particular unit that particularly wants those items at the moment. Yeah, so that'll clear out our inventory a lot. We've sold a bunch of things and we've emptied out Merlinus to only 27 items, so we have plenty of space to work with here when we're going shopping. I'm doing this mainly because I do want to stock up on as many items as we can. I probably, once again, I said earlier, I will probably be kind of overspending here. Which is, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I have the gold, and I'm not super concerned with, like, conserving that or anything at this point, so, yeah. With everything sold there, I'm gonna go ahead and save. I'll actually save over the chapter 28 slot here. And then, yeah, we should be able to get the chapter started now, and then we'll grab our shopping, and then that'll be it for this chapter, so. Sorry, cutting in. There's one thing that I forgot to do right at the beginning there, which is actually to move Harkin down here. Set up my formation, essentially. I need to move Harkin and Priscilla down here, and get some of my other... I wanted Lynn over here, and then Kanas over here. A bit of a setup like here, just to... It doesn't super matter, but it gives us a little bit easier access to the store, to the shop on in the beginning, on the first turn. So yeah, just cutting in to add that in as well. Lord Hector, Sir Oswin, I have brought you the 30,000 gold you asked for from the treasury. All right, so now, yeah, at the start here, we've got, with that additional 30,000 gold that you get at the start, we have over 130,000 gold, almost 135,000, which is more than enough to do all the shopping that we'll need, especially now that we've cleared out our inventory. We can just kind of go ham on it and buy all the items that we want. So first things first, I am gonna start doing the thing with Harkin here and use the arena. Hopefully he can do well. Actually, I need to make sure that he is, yeah, equipped with a sword, so he gets the sword experience. Oh, Wyvern Lord, okay. Ugh, don't do a lot of damage to this guy. Hopefully we can get some dodges in. Okay, that's good. I think we should be okay here. Oh yeah, and Harkin doubles too, so that's good. I think that's it, right? He's gonna double here. Yes, okay. Cool, we're safe there. That's a lot of sword uses, by the way, so it should be give him a decent amount of sword experience. Okay, other than that, we'll go ahead and just get our shopping here. Okay, so I don't really need iron and steel axes, although I could actually buy like 1 or 2 steel axes just as like backup weapons. Then I want more silver axes. I think 3 more will do, and then more killer axes as well. I think 3 more will also do. And then I want a lot more hand axes for sure. 3, 4, 5. Was that 5? Was I counting right? Sometimes I lose track of these like really easy when I'm doing it repetitively. I think that's enough. So that should be good for axes. Over here, I believe this is the lance one. Yeah, we're gonna be buying a lot of these. I actually do want one more iron lance. I'll buy a second iron lance here. This is mainly for Lorena because she gets weighed down by a lot, so the iron lance is helpful there. I'll buy 2 steel lances as well, and then we need to stock up on silver lances. 4, 5, and then killer lances too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably overkill, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure we get plenty of those lances that are going to be very useful. Heath, we will get the swords here with Eliwood. Now, I can buy like 2 steel swords. And then I think just a couple silver swords will do. And then like 3 killing edges, I think. We still have plenty of those, so I'm not overly concerned. And yeah, that should be it for swords. We're good there. Heath can, well actually, yeah, Heath can go ahead and come over here and visit this vendor here. I definitely want recover staves. 1, 2, 3, 4 will do. 1 more restore stave will probably do. I don't think I need more than that. And then we'll buy, I don't really need as many mends. I don't think I need mends here if I have recover, so I think we're good. Yeah, I don't really think we need door keys either. Do I need elixirs? I don't really have any huge plans for elixirs or pure waters at this point. I think we'll be okay. And I still have a couple in my own inventory that I can use, so I think we're good there. Up here... magic. Okay, yeah, here we're going to get a couple thunders. I think another L-fire or 2. Maybe just 1 L-fire, actually. And I don't really need any more of these. I have plenty. I don't expect to be using them up all that much. But yeah, I think we should be good there. Yeah, that should be about it for that. Priscilla can come over here and visit the armory. For bows, I'm not super, I don't need a ton. I would like to buy a couple longbows. And maybe like 1 more killer bow. I don't anticipate using a lot of these. Lynn is the only one, and Lynn can't even use... do I need a steel bow? I'll buy 1 more steel bow just in case, because Lynn can't even use killer bows yet. She's at like D rank bows, so I don't think she's ever gonna be able to use silver bows. Killer bows is probably gonna be killer bow, and long bows are gonna be her best bet. It's possible that we might be able to get her to C rank bows for the killer bow. That's probably the best she's gonna do, which is honestly just good enough. That should be good for bows. And that really cleans it all up, I think. I don't really have a great way of checking. Well, I can do... Yeah, I can give a steel sword and then just take a look at what we've got here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 silver swords, 5 killing edges, a fair number of steel swords that we probably won't even need, 1 extra iron lance, a couple steel lances, 5 silver lances, 5 killer lances, 5 javelins. This is in addition to all of the items that our units are currently holding on to as well. So it is plenty. 2 steel axes, 5 silver axes, 5 killer axes, 5 hand axes. An extra steel bow, an extra silver bow, a couple long bows, mends, 4 recovers. We do want, I would like to get more physics later if we can. I believe there's a secret shop in the next chapter where we can get those. So we can stock up on physics and then we'll be good there. An extra restore staff. I don't think we are worried about any of the other staves here. 2 thunders and an Elfire. Nothing here, but Lucius kind of has what he needs there already. A Flux, a Luna, and nothing over there. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. Yeah. I think that's about it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna we're just gonna, you know, blaze through the rest of these turns. I need Priscilla to come over here and heal, actually. I don't, she doesn't have a mend. That's really funny. Yeah, what we'll do, we'll bring Kanas over. I think we'll just have to use a physic here. It's not a big deal. We'll get more in a second. I really don't want to use my recover staff for this. Yeah, just get him to max HP. $560. A level 8 druid. Okay, this should be fine. Oh, he does a lot of damage though. We double though. We guarantee double. And he misses too, so we're good. Yeah, Harkin's fine. You will be getting a decent chunk of experience here, but like I said, you can't, you get, okay, but yeah, his levels aren't anything crazy. Additionally, you do get a limited number of turns to get supplies on this map, so you can't just infinitely grind this one like you could with other arenas. I may have mentioned that already, don't remember. Weapons and items can help build your fortune, you know? You ought to search through any chest you come across. Yes, we've been doing that. Thank you for the useless advice. Alright. Nothing else much to do. I mean, I could stock up on magic a little bit more. I just don't think I need to. Yeah, we'll just send it off here. And just keep arenaing. We don't need to heal this time, right? Yeah. Ooh, a general. Okay, this is going to be perhaps a little rough. This is probably the worst matchup you could get with a physical sword here. But he's not doing very much damage in return. Harkin is strong enough for that, so we're gonna need to do one more turn here, but we are in the clear. Oh, that's so much experience though. He keeps getting just speed. I mean, it's appreciated. Speed is not a bad stat to get, but... So, I mean, at the very least, the arena grinding here isn't doing a whole lot stat-wise for Harkin. Not that it's that big of a deal. How is he on sword rank? He's getting there. Honestly, against those tankier, more defensive units, it's honestly better because it gets him more sword uses. A sword master. He has a silver sword? Jesus. Oh my god! Well, shoot. The sword masters are kind of scary. Damn. He can just crit and instantly one-shot there. Alright, Harkin just died. Awesome. Cool. I guess. That was... Alright, you'll have to give me a second. I'm just gonna go ahead and Reset here. Luckily, this is not a chapter where this is remotely a concern. I think I'll just leave this in, honestly. That was... Sometimes that just happens, huh? Alright, we will have to redo our shopping here, but that's not a big deal. You get to see something funny for this short little chapter here, I guess. Damn! There is always a risk there, though. Alright, I'm gonna have to buy all of these things again. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good for axes. I can't wait to have to do this again. That's crazy. Oh man. I don't think there was any way, like I had to go through that combat. So there was nothing I could have done about that. I just got insanely unlucky. Crazy. We'll buy one more iron lance. Two more steel lances. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Buying a ton of lances there. Okay. Buy 2 more steel swords that I don't particularly need, but I think it's 2 more silver swords and 3 more killing edges. That's it for swords. We're good there. Crazy. Sorry that you have to see this again, but that's what happens sometimes. You just get insanely unlucky there with the rolling into the Swordmaster and then getting crit. That's crazy. 2 thunders, 1 Hellfire. No, should I just buy like at least another shine or another lightning? I don't think I need to. I think I have an extra lightning. I don't have an extra shine, so you know what? We'll just buy a shine. Whatever, man. Okay, Priscilla, come over here. For bows, it was 1 extra steel bow, 1 extra killer bow, and a couple of long bows. I don't think I need more silver bows. We'll just get it. No, yeah, I don't think we definitely don't need more silver bows. I don't even have any units that can use silver bows besides Luis, I think. Over here, it was, I believe, a bunch of recover staves. 1 extra restore stave, or restore staff, and then no man's no heals. I think we're good. Okay, back to the arena again, I guess. Hopefully Harkin doesn't doesn't die all of a sudden like that. Jesus. Okay. I'll have to remember to equip the sword again. A sage, okay. Hopefully we'll run into more of those like wyverns or generals who aren't particularly threatening. But also give us more sword uses. We will also be getting new levels this time. So instead of the 2 just speed levels, we will be getting more there. And what we can do here actually is do a rescue and then a drop so that I don't have to waste the physic this time as well. I guess I should check my inventory again. 5 of those, 5 of those. Yeah, we're good there. 5 of these, 5 of these. 5 is just kind of an arbitrary number. that I came up with. I do think that this is completely overkill, and I do not need this many weapons for the last few chapters in the game, but it is just what we've got, so I just might as well. Thunder's Elfire is an extra shine. See, there's a whole ass flux here already. Okay, we're good here. Alright, Harkin, don't die this time. Wyvern Lord, cool. Oh, did I not heal? I am making all sorts of mistakes this time around, huh? I think we're safe though. I just need to remember to actually heal this next time. I might need to physic anyways here, just because I forgot to heal. Well, a single heal isn't going to do enough, I think. 1 HP, that's a worse level. Yeah, that's not quite enough of a heal. Well, I suppose I have no issues with just risking it again. If he dies, and then we just do this all over again. A warrior, okay. No crit chance though, so I think we should be okay. Especially since we have weapon triangle advantage here. Let's actually remember to heal this time. Oh man, I can't believe that. Having a unit die in the arena like that is certainly something, although in this chapter it's really not much of a concern. Oh shoot, it's that Swordmaster again. I'm B pressing out of this. He gets doubled by the Swordmaster even. Yeah, I am B pressing out of that instantly. Okay, that is one arena turn wasted, unfortunately, but oh well. Another warrior, cool. We're good here. Damn, what is with the RNG? Last time it was just 1 point of speed, 1 point of speed. This time it's 1 point of HP, 1 point of HP. The numbers are doing some really weird things here. We definitely didn't get as much sword EXP as I would have liked there. But it is what it is, I suppose. I'm not going to be doing any more like save scumming stuff to get better levels or anything like that. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. So yeah, that's it. This is the last turn. We got all our supplies, and we'll just end it off here. So, not a whole lot to this chapter, although we did get to see a funny little moment of Harkin dying in the arena there. That's really unfortunate, but yep, here we go. That's about it. I'll just go ahead and end it off here. That should cover it. Let's head out for Baden. Then to the Dread Isle. Welcome home, Master. Stella, look at this. The children's Dragonstone. What will you do with it? I will infuse it with quintessence. This is the Dragon Girl, Ninian's essence. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. With this, I will be able to call dragons whenever I please. Shall we begin the process right away? No. I lost some quintessence from the injuries I took from Athos. To summon the numbers I need, I must have more essence. One must be fully prepared when dealing with dragons. If they wrested free from my control and killed me, all would be for naught. I fear to report that the quintessence from the Black Fang has all been used. Where shall the next harvest come from? All the materials we need are heading this way even now. I see. Eliwood and friends. That's right. I will crush them, steal their essences, and call forth my dragons. Alright, battle preparation's done. In the next chapter, it's time to go face Nergal. Well, not immediately, but, you know. Back to the Dread Isles. Back to the Dread Isles. See you there.